the life of a pirate. They certainly don't mind a little rain. It's a messy day here in the Boneyard. Rain has been falling all afternoon in Greenville as we welcome you to American Athletic Conference football on ESPN. Old Dominion, fresh off their upset win against Virginia Tech, ready to take on the Pirates of East Carolina. And a pleasant good evening. Sean Kinney alongside former ECU tight end Jay Sunhalter. Great to have you with us. A sneaky good matchup tonight. These two teams put on quite a show last week. East Carolina had NC State on the ropes. A gut-wrenching loss. You've been there as a player. How do you bounce back from something like that?
Well, Sean, it's tough. It sits with you and it eats at you, but you have to find a way to regroup, watch the film, see the good things you did, but also find ways to improve. And Mike Houston and his staff got the team ready to zero in and focus on today's game.
Conversely, on the other side for Old Dominion, maybe one of the biggest wins in program history. So Ricky Irani has the task of trying to avoid a letdown.
Coming into this ballgame with a lot of confidence. They played against Virginia Tech, did a lot of good things. There were a lot of mistakes they made as well, so they wanted to clean up some facets of that ball game, and they know that East Carolina presents a big challenge for them.
It is technically year 3 for Ronnie at Old Dominion. Remember, they opted out of football in 2020, so last year was their first year on the field. He guided them all the way into the bowl season. A loss to Tulsa, but they have won 6 of their last 7, and they come in a very confident bunch after knocking off Virginia Tech last week. Old Dominion won the toss. They elected to defer, so we will get our first look at this powerful East Carolina offense. And we are underway on a soggy Saturday night in Greenville. Deep kick end over end, and this will sail through the end zone for the touchback. Holton Ahlers, the local product, 4-year starter, the new record holder in the American Athletic Conference last week for completions, 837 throughout his incredible career. Put up 267 yards last week in the loss to NC State. Couple of touchdowns. He was picked off twice. He was also very effective in the running game, and they're going to rely on that once again here tonight in this wet track in at Greenville. From the 25-yard line, they will hand it off on the first carry. Goes to Keaton Mitchell, and he is thrown down right at the point of attack. That's Marcus Haynes coming in from the defensive end position.
Well, and tonight for Old Dominion, it'll be interesting to see how much pressure they bring. Against Virginia Tech last week, they were bringing 5 and 6 guys from the defensive front early on, just a 4-down look.
Second down as they will try again to get this ground game going, and there is nothing there. Brought down by Jason Henderson. Henderson had a huge game last week. He tied an Old Dominion record with 18 tackles.
He was all over the field. Ryan Henry coming into the second half, suspended for the first half of the ball game, really provides a 1-2 punch in the middle of the defense.
2 carries, net, not even a single yard. So a passing situation here for the Pirates. 4 receivers set. 3rd down and 10. ODU will rush 4. Ahlers hits to the air for the first time. Caught. C.J. Johnson hauls it in. Should have enough for the first down as Johnson, who was certainly an impact player a week ago with his 6 catches, converts on 3rd down.
Now Johnson, 6'2", 220 pounds, but he shed some weight in the offseason, got quicker. He has the extra burst. It was an out route. Good job knowing where the first down line was and jumping across.
First down and 10. Ahlers rolls left, throws that direction. Little toe drag by Jalen Johnson, the Georgia transfer. He'll haul it in, a pickup of 9.
Well, and Ahlers and Johnson really forged a bond in chemistry in the offseason, and he's an important player for the offense. He's got the top-end speed. Get another wide receiver with height as well. This is a big group for Hull and Ahlers to throw the ball to.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson at 6'2", C.J. Johnson 6'2", and then the tallest and the newest addition, Isaiah Winstead, transferring in from Toledo at 6'4". So Ahlers certainly has some big targets. Second down and short. Again, the quick passing game. Again, it's Jalen Johnson. A first down. Escorted out of bounds by Trey Hawkins, and a first down for the Pirates.
Donnie Kirkpatrick, the offensive coordinator for East Carolina, likes to take shots down the field, but depends on the coverage. And ODU right now is giving underneath routes to Ehlers, and they're taking it.
Pick up the tempo on first down as Mitchell tries to get to the outside with his speed, able to sidestep a couple of would-be defenders, finally pushed out by Tobias Harris.
And the key for Mitchell is to get to the outside where he can really take off and use his speed. I think we'll see him in the slot as well, trying to get opportunities where he can get a one-on-one coverage, but they need to continue to feed the ball to number 2.
Fairly quiet game last week for Mitchell, averaged around 3.5 yards per touch. One of the more explosive backs in the American. Play fake, Ehlers under pressure. Look at his poise and just making defenders miss as he picks apart the Monarch defense, and he'll scramble for the first down. Ryan Henry finally able to bring him down.
Ehlers has such a feel in the pocket. Looking downfield, a little RPO. He feels the pocket collapse, and then this is where he's so dangerous with the ball. Then he's not looking to slide. He's looking to fall forward and find contact.
Impressive opening drive for the home purple as they run to the boundary side, and a big shoulder hit delivered by Trey Hawkins, the senior from Temple High School down in Texas.
This is a physical group in the secondary for the Monarchs. Hawkins comes up here. They get the edge sealed off, and then he just drills them right with the shoulder pad to knock him down.
Loss of 3. Again, it will be Mitchell trying to slither in between the guard and the center. Avery Jones and Nishad Strother, not much, and another third down coming up for Ehlers in this offense.
Watch for pressure from ODU with third and long. They love to bring the corner blitzes off the edge. But you got to keep Ehlers in the pocket, because if he gets outside, he'll be dangerous running the ball.
Mitchell will flank Ehlers to the right. 2 receivers left and right on this 3rd and 10. Old Dominion with a 3-man down front. They run a stunt. They keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell trying to use his speed to the outside. Defended pretty well. Staying home was Tobias Harris and Ryan Henry with the pursuit. And an early decision for Mike Houston here in the rain in Greenville.
Well, in that 3rd and long situation going into it, you figured with the rainy field conditions, this may be 2-down territory to try to get 10 yards. They ran the ball to cut it in half.
They are going to keep the offense on the field. 4th down, the 11th play of the drive. Ehlers wanted to go right, nothing there. Now settles over the middle, and it's caught. First down. What a grab as Hawkins again delivered the boom, but the concentration in the 4th down conversion.
Well, initially, Ehlers was looking towards the tight end. Ryan Jones going out in the flat. Nice job again, staying calm in the pocket, going through your progressions, and finding the open spot in the zone.
ECU already in the red zone on first down. Again, these running backs trying to get something started, and it's been tough chugging as Rajay Harris gets his first call, and it's a slim-down version of Harris from the one that Pirate fans have enjoyed the last couple of years.
And this is a talented group in the backfield, and they really complement each other well. They keep each other fresh, and for East Carolina right now, very balanced on the offensive side with the run and the pass.
Keep an eye on Ryan Jones, number 4. They have both tight ends in on second down. Play fake. Ehlers floats left. He'll hit Calhoun. Makes the catch, and then he's cartwheeled up in the air. Should have enough to move the sticks. First and goal. Again, it's Tobias Harris, and this quick, short passing game effective for ECU.
Shane Calhoun had a touchdown last week against NC State. We'll see a lot of 2 tight end sets. Now, we may see the 2 tights split out at wide receiver, but Calhoun was set up as a wing, went across the formation once the ball was snapped, and wide open in the flat. Smart decision by Ehlers.
Ehlers a perfect 5 for 5 on this opening drive. He's hit 3 different receivers. Jalen Johnson with 3 catches, C.J. Johnson, and now Calhoun. First and goal. Harris Harris trying to pick a hole, keeps the legs going. Looked like he landed right on top of Isaiah Foote. Kind of used him as a treadmill, and he's finally tackled.
Looked like he was trying to hop over maybe a little bit, get an extra boost. ODU's interior, their defensive line, so far, they're winning up front, getting push, and making it difficult on the running game for the Pirates.
This East Carolina offense was perfect inside the red zone last week. 2 for 2. Early opportunity. Second down and goal. Ehlers under pressure, hit as he throws, floats back of the end zone. Too tall, looking for Jalen Johnson. He felt the heat. Alonzo Ford knocked him down. And another third down for Ehlers and company.
Ford's a talented sophomore. Number 5 comes in and gets a hit. Looked like the ball just kind of slipped a little bit out of the hand. But if you're going to miss, you'd rather go high and out of the end zone instead of being short with the pass.
The 16th play of this drive. They've converted twice on third down, once on fourth down. Third and goal from the 5. Ehlers to the air, quick throw and a lot of contact. Good D in the end zone. That's Tobias Harris. They were looking for the 6'4 target, Winstead, but Harris just did not give him any room to work.
Perfect technique. When the coaches watch that play on film, they're going to say that's how you draw it up. Good job keeping the right arm off the shoulder and knocking the ball down with the left.
You see Ehlers jog off to the sideline. He popped that right shoulder out a week ago. It kept popping in and out throughout the course of the game. It caused him to miss one play, and you can tell it's still a little bit of a factor as he favors it jogging to the sideline. Owen Dapper, maybe the most talked about kicker in the country, and oh, what a confidence builder for him. And this crowd wants to get behind him. Dapper caps off a marathon drive for East Carolina. Pirates certainly enjoyed seeing that ball go through the uprights.
Coach, just plug it in.
Gee, how about that? Guys, just pick it up.
I don't like this thing.
All electric, with room for up to 7. It's the SUV electric has been waiting for. The all-new EQB from Mercedes-Benz.
From the studio that brought you Toy Story.
Buzz, where are we going?
To infinity
What?
and beyond.
Your family will love Lightyear.
I do. We're gonna crash? Yes. Perhaps I could help.
Lightyear, added to your Pixar collection on Blu-ray and digital.
Everyone left! So rude. Clear.
Do you really want to go through with this?
Absolutely.
You've always stood up for what you believed in, but this?
What could mean more than this? So, Mom, what do you think?
Gillette presents the Gillette Labs with Exfoliating Bar, a razor designed to take the hassle out of your routine with effortless shaving in one efficient stroke. The bar and the handle removes unseen dirt and debris that gets in the way of the blades, so nothing gets between you and a quick and easy shave. And you get it all with a lifetime warranty. Gillette, the best a man can get.
You know that old saying that everyone will get their 15 minutes of fame? Yeah, not us. You see, greatness is what we're after. You don't need handles like Trey or a 3 like Cat.
You see, greatness is in all of us.
All you gotta do. You gonna keep talking to yourself, or you gonna check up?
Sicker than your average. Papa twist cabbage off instinct too. Bruce Cruz who?
PlayStation.
The roller coaster life of a kicker. Last year, Owen Daffer experienced the ultimate high when he drilled this 54-yard game winner against Navy. You push the fast forward button to just last week, and it was a tough day for Daffer. First up, a missed extra point that would have tied the game with a little less than 3 minutes to go, and then the potential game-winning field goal from 41 yards. He pushed it right. Ecstasy and agony for a kicker.
It's so tough because he put so much pressure on himself, but I was really impressed with the coaching staff, the other players in the community really rallying behind him, because not only is he a great kicker, someone who I believe has an NFL future. He was an all-league pick last year, preseason as well, but he's a good kid and somebody that's so important to this program, and it's good to see him get off to a good start.
Yeah, how good that field goal feel for him right out of the gate. You couldn't have scripted it any better. As a kicker, you want to get back out there and have that next opportunity, and he hits the chip shot.
Well, of course you want the touchdown, but if you can't get in the end zone, a great opportunity for him to come out and get off to a good start and rebuild that confidence.
There is Hayden Wolf, the 6'5" redshirt sophomore, Venice High School down in Florida. This is his 12th career start. He really lit a fire with this offense last year when Old Dominion got hot. First down, a throw, a little hitch pattern. It's caught. Minimal gain on first down, and you'll see ODU mix up their tempo as well. One thing Wolf has brought to Old Dominion is a winning attitude. Talked about his 12th career start over 3 different seasons, but this is the first time that he's opened up the year as a starter. And now miscommunication. He was not ready for the snap. It's a loose football, and he's forced to eat it all the way back inside his 10.
Tough play for ODU, and the ball just flies over the top, and they weren't set. And the center, Xavier Black, snapped it high. Wolf wasn't looking for it, but smart play by Wolf. Instead of trying to pick it up and throw it, he just jumps on it. Now it looks like he may have hurting himself with his leg.
Yeah, they are taking a look at his left leg, so Wolf is going to have to exit for at least one play. We'll keep an eye on that. The good news for Old Dominion, they have experience in their backup quarterback, DJ Mack. He was their starter for the first 6 games last year. So Wolf will go back in underneath the 10 as we take another look at it.
As he slid down, it looked like the knee got caught, possibly. It looked like he was about to get up, and then he had to sit back down. He immediately points over towards the sideline because he can feel it, and then he sits down to get the trainer's attention.
Third and 24 for Old Dominion. DJ Mack now will take it from shotgun, and he will hand the ball off. Blake Watson, and a quick 3 and out for the Monarchs. The East Carolina defense played so well a week ago, containing what was supposed to be a very lethal offense from North Carolina State, especially in the passing game. And now a quick 3 and out as Ethan Dwayne punts this ball away, and an immediate hit. Dangerous catch there for Malik Fleming, and boy, he paid the price. Special teams coverage by Old Dominion. 3-0 in the rain here on a Saturday in Greenville.
Bravo! For buying a treadmill?
You use the Quicksilver card from Capital One. It's simple, with no annual fee and unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere. That makes you the hero of every purchase.
Yeah.
And heroes don't take the stairs.
Is this a parachute?
What's in your wallet?
Charlie did not die from an overdose. Charlie was poisoned.
Websites and social media selling fake medicines may look legitimate, but they're not.
He died in less than 15 minutes after taking the pill.
Any medication not purchased from a licensed pharmacy could be deadly.
No other family should go through this. It's just horrific.
Go to safe.pharmacy. Learn about fake medicine on social media and if an online pharmacy is safe.
Back to Benzema! 1-0 to Real Madrid. This is the biggest rivalry in Spanish football.
Bravo!
For buying a treadmill?
You use the Quicksilver card from Capital One. It's simple, with no annual fee and unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere. That makes you the hero of every purchase.
Yeah.
And heroes don't take the stairs.
Is this a parachute?
What's in your wallet?
Sup, you're listening to us live on AMP where we're in our fields.
Just two sad boys live streaming a...
Hayden Wolf, got what a bizarre play, went down, one of those non-contact injuries. He limped off the field, but judging by his body language, it looks like he should be good to go. We'll keep an eye on that developing situation as East Carolina goes back to the ground with Rajay Harris. As, again, Wolf back underneath the tent for the second time. Now, going back to this East Carolina offense, one area they want to get going is the ground game, and the combination of Mitchell and Harris, two of the best in the American, both contained for the most part last week.
Well, the defense and the front seven specifically for ODU doing a nice job really keeping them in check, getting pushed up front. NC State last week brought the blitz 8 men, so they haven't had the normal lanes that you would normally see. But they feel good about the offensive line, the growth they've had, the transfers in as well. So this is a good group up front. They just haven't gotten into a groove yet.
They bring in Justin Redd from Norfolk State to anchor down at left tackle. Parker Moore, another transfer to provide depth from West Virginia. First down, East Carolina from their own 47. Ehlers could take off if he wants to, and that is what he is going to do. And he goes into that head-first protective slide. They don't want him to take any shots tonight.
Well, and with Ehlers, I like how he's looking downfield. He's trying to throw the ball. He's not looking to run, but when he sees the coverage is blanketing his wide receivers, he takes off, gets what he could, and he slipped down. But that was good because Henderson was right in front of him about to tackle.
Avery Jones, the anchor of the offensive line, 3-year starter at center.
Here's the tight ends moving in formation. Calhoun as the wing. Ryan Jones going from the right to the left side.
Second down and 7. Ehlers gets rid of it quickly. This pass offline as he tried to hit Ryan Jones. Robert Kennedy, who had the scoop and score last week for ODU with the coverage.
And former Pirate Kennedy transferring over from East Carolina to Old Dominion, now a starter in the secondary for the Monarchs.
Harris is going to stay in the game as the running back. Ehlers redirecting traffic. He wants Winstead to go a little bit wider. They go bunch with the trips to the top. 3rd down and 6. ODU shows blitz. We'll see if they bring it. And they do. Here comes everybody. One-on-one coverage downfield. Winstead goes up and makes the catch. The 6'5" frame took it right away from the corner. Hawkins, and a first down.
Winstead is a star transfer coming in from Toledo. Look at the block by Rajay Harris, giving Ehlers time to throw. Winstead high points the ball, uses his vertical jump over the defender, coming up with the big play.
21 yards on the completion to Winstead, who had a few drops in the first half, appeared to get more comfortable, maybe those nerves easing a bit in the second half last week. What an addition he could be to this passing game. Ehlers certainly has found his rhythm. Again, over the middle, caught. Close to a first down. Back-to-back catches for Winstead, hit by Terry Jones.
And Sean, I like the play calling from Donnie Kirkpatrick. They're trying to run the ball. It isn't working, so they're saying, hey, we'll go to the pass. If there's an open zone areas, let's continue to throw the ball. A nice job again from Ehlers being accurate. 8 for 11 to start off the ball game.
This offense for the Pirates has been on the field a lot in this opening quarter. Inside the red zone for the second time, first down. And this will be Harris spinning away from a tackler, and then a good open field stop is made. Just when it looked like a little space had started to open up, Stephen Williams able to shut him down.
Williams started the first half but continued to play last week once Ryan Henry came back into the ballgame. He's a talented linebacker. For Harris, though, nice spin move to pick up extra yardage.
Yeah, Williams has some experience. He's a super senior for Old Dominion. Second down and 5. They show a blitz off the edge. Ehlers' pass is deflected. That time they brought a blitz just outside the right tackle. Stephen Williams trying to come up around the edge, able to get a hand on it.
Nice job disguising it. Ehlers didn't see it from the backside. He was creeping up towards the line of scrimmage, forcing a third down.
What do you like here, Jay? Second time they've been in this red zone. They had to settle for 3 the first time.
Well, I think in this situation, you got Winstead and Johnson out to the left of Ehlers. I'd rub a pick route, try to free up one of those two and use their height to the advantage.
Jalen Johnson, the slot. Winstead, the receiver left. Third down and 5. Ehlers zips it over the middle. Caught. Touchdown. Jones catapults into the end zone. The tight end and Ehlers all fired up. Nine plays, 62 yards, and the point after is blocked. So Daffer has his kick blocked.
Well, East Carolina's going to have to clean up the special teams, but a tight end's job is to control the middle of the field, and Ryan Jones, the talented senior, does just that, leaping across for a touchdown.
Bryce, they let you off campus.
What's going on, Timo?
Because you know when I was the first ever sophomore to win the high school.
Whoa. What's up, Bryce? Go. What's going on here?
Just a little friendly competition, you know.
That's cute, Derek, but the competition was reps.
Just can't read this guy.
Come on! Let's go
For your destiny!
Can we throw in the football game?
You're gonna have to ask him.
Okay. Football is better on 40-foot TVs. Just ask football's #1 fan, Travis Kelce.
Dave and Buster's, where winners watch.
All electric, with room for up to 7. It's the SUV Electric has been waiting for. The all-new EQB from Mercedes-Benz.
Oh, get him! Man, can you turn that off?
Guess game recognizes game, huh?
lose, never choose to. Bruise, cruise, who? Do something to us. Talk, go through us.
PlayStation. It's about to get real.
From the studio that brought you Toy Story.
Buzz, where are we going?
To infinity.
What?
And beyond.
This is pretty cool.
Gear up and hang on tight.
Boom.
For the adventure of a lifetime.
Shocks.
You're inhibiting my visual.
Oh, sorry.
Is this better? Negative.
Your family will love Lightyear.
I do.
Here we go.
That was utterly terrifying, and I regret having joined you.
Lightyear, added to your Pixar collection on Blu-ray and digital.
Let me stand next to your fire. Hey, let me stand next to your fire. Wow, let me stand, baby.
Bleu de Chanel. Eau de parfum.
Strong start offensively for East Carolina, 9-0 lead, and offensive coordinator Donnie Kirkpatrick certainly with a lot of weapons to choose from this season.
He's got playmakers sitting right next to Blake Harrell, the defensive coordinator, to his right. Really strength within the coordinator unit for the Pirates, but Donnie Kirkpatrick right now, they're lighting it up through the air. Ehlers, 96 yards early on. They've been efficient. Now they've got to find a way to get the ground game going, but I like how they're using the tight ends, the wide receivers, getting everybody involved in changing up formations and using motion to try to bring about one-on-one matchups.
Just an incredible discrepancy as far as offensive plays. I can't recall a quarter in which I've seen this big of gap between the two teams. East Carolina, 26 offensive plays. Old Dominion, 3.
Dominating the time of possession. And usually you say a defense gets tired in the fourth quarter, but here today, it may be in the first quarter for the Monarchs. They need a break over on the sideline.
Well, Hayden Wolf will come back out. He left injured in that first series, a high snap from Xavier Black, and as he went back to corral the ball, a non-contact injury, but he went underneath the tent a couple of times, but he is out there ready to go, and this offense needs a jolt. Pressure off the edge, picked up nicely. He'll take a shot, wide open receiver, and he hits him in stride. Unable to keep his balance, otherwise that's 6. Ali Jennings, the deep threat, and that's exactly what the Monarchs needed.
He's on the Biletnikoff Award watch list, and there's a reason why. Elite speed, NFL prospect. He goes deep, the defensive back falls down, and this would have been a touchdown, but Jennings going up the hash. He's got so much talent. He's a threat to the secondary.
Jennings had 5 catches for 122 last week. They're expecting another 1,000-yard season from him. 62 catches a year ago, and he's always been a vertical threat. Wolf back to throw. He wants another home run ball, looking for the monster tight end Kuntz, and he was being held, and a flag will fly. Donnell Hickman, I think, got a hand on him, and Kuntz with the massive frame, 6 feet 8 inches. And Hickman forced to grab the jersey here to prevent 6.
Probably a smart play just to get the penalty, because that would have been an easy touchdown for Kuntz. It looks like Old Dominion, though, the offense was frustrated. They were having to sit over on the sideline for the majority of this first quarter. They're coming out, firing away, being aggressive. Talk about Kuntz and Jennings, 2 of the top options in the Sun Belt. They present problems with his height from a tight end, 6'8", running over the middle of the field, then Jennings' speed on the outside. They've got good weapons.
So just like that, the Monarchs are in the ECU red zone. Pass a bit behind the receiver. Jennings makes the catch, and he's in. Touchdown. Oh, what a grab by Ali Jennings, and that didn't take long.
It was a post route. With his size and frame, he was able to box out the defender. And Wolf goes over to the sideline with an injury, comes back in the ball game, and looks fresh. Accurate ball. He really connected with his wide receivers on the drive.
Ali Jennings coming off a 1,000-yard season a year ago. He had the home run ball to set it all up, and then the touchdown catch. And now the point after by Ethan Sanchez is up, and it is through. Let's go back to the touchdown throw from Hayden Wolf.
Clean pocket for Wolf. Play action pass, and then it's Jennings just getting inside of Powell. Accurate ball to the back shoulder. Actually, he had to go back and get it. With his speed, hand-eye coordination, he does enough to get on the board.
Let's take a look at the players to watch, brought to you by Grand Caliber, and Ali Jennings was one that you had tagged coming in. How would the Pirates secondary try to slow him down?
He's a player to watch, and the NFL is watching him, tracking him. Immensely talented. Miles Berry, the star linebacker for the Pirates. All over the field. We'll see him in run support. He's outstanding as well in pass coverage, and he's the leader for the defense.
That's a really important drive, not just in this football game, but for Hayden Wolf. He was pretty quiet for 3.5 quarters last week. The coaches thought he was playing a little tight. He kind of let it go on that last 2-minute drive. It turned out to be the game-winning drive for the Monarchs. So, to have the 2 home run balls hit to Jennings, that's what Monarch fans have been hoping for these first couple of weeks.
So he was efficient in the fourth quarter, and coming out today, the key for him was just to relax and play loose. Get the ball outside to your guys. And I think, again, they are over on the sideline for the majority of the first quarter. It was frustrating over there, and I like the play calling of Kevin Reiner coming out, being aggressive on the second drive and saying, hey, listen, we're going to go down the field, test the secondary, and give it to our wide receivers. And Wolf came through with accurate throws.
Good news, too, is the rain has stopped here for the time being. First down and 10 at the 25. Ehlers certainly has been his usual self in this first quarter. Gives the ball to Keaton Mitchell, and he has nowhere to go. He was dodging BBs right when he was handed the football. Ryan Henry with another tackle.
This is a talented group for ODU. 10 starters coming back. ECU's trying to run the ball, but there is just no room to go.
Overcast skies right now. We had a pretty good downpour about an hour ago. Steady rain over the last 5 to 6 hours here in Greenville. We hit 1 minute to go in this opening quarter. Ehlers, pressure up the middle, dodges, throws, planted along the side. Easy catch, C.J. Johnson. Just way too much of a cushion right now being given by these Monarch corners.
Yeah, I think they've got to play up and be more physical at the line of scrimmage. And they brought in A-gap linebackers, Henry coming through, and it's going to be a holding call.
Game's first flag, wipe out the throw and catch to C.J. Johnson. Johnson has worked his way back into the positive side of the locker room. Remember, he was suspended back in February, reinstated in May, returned to practice on August 3rd, and from all indications, Jay, he's turned it around.
He has, and he looks good. That first game against NC State, it looked like he got faster than before. He played with Holton Ehlers at D.H. Conley High School. They have that connection. But for him, a guy that's so talented, and he seems like he's really focused in.
After the holding call, 2nd and 21, they try to set up the screen to Winstead, and that pass even too tall. Not too many are for Winstead at his size. Isaiah Winstead spent a couple of years with Toledo. His best season was the COVID year in 2020 when the Rockets only played 6 games. He was the team's top receiver, on pace for a 900-yard campaign had they played the normal 12-game regular season. 3rd and 21. And they will run it conservatively with the draw play to Mitchell. And Mitchell takes it up near the 25-yard line. Tackled on the play by D.V. Harris. Sean Asbury, the transfer, also in from Boston College. And Old Dominion getting some of that momentum back to close out this first quarter.
And the penalty hurt the Pirates, knocking behind the chains. And ODU doing the job again in run support. I mean, there's nowhere to go for the Pirates in a situation where potentially you get pretty good field position to start off the drive.
Well, what a start. It was a little sluggish for ODU on the road, but Ricky Ronnie's team finding their traction late.
Welcome to Quick Trip.
Need some roller therapy?
Need a minute?
Need your wallet? Need a push?
Happens all the time.
If you need it, we have it. QT, more than a gas station.
Being the best takes hard work. It takes early mornings, planning, precision, sweat, sacrifice, and teamwork. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in their game. Old Dominion Freight Line, helping the world keep promises.
I have to do this just to kind of see it.
If we lean towards this way, maybe.
Yeah, okay. No way.
Football is better on 40-foot TVs. Just ask football's #1 fan, Travis Kelce.
Dave & Buster's, where winners watch.
Pet Tech Enterprise.
Hello? Your translation device works. Bravo.
Amazing. Say peanut butter.
Absolutely not. Sandra, what's next?
We need to hire, order supplies, control spend.
Just use Amazon Business.
Jane is right. It helps you guide employees to preferred products and set budget limits.
Oh, come on.
Hey, everyone, peanut butter.
Amazon Business, your partner for smart business buying.
This is the biggest rivalry in Spanish football.
So we welcome you back to Greenville, quarter number 2. Sean Kenny alongside Jay Sunhalter. Entertaining first quarter. East Carolina, 28 plays from the line of scrimmage. Old Dominion runs just 5. Yet a 2-point game as we start quarter number 2. Today's game being brought to you by Roof Claim, presenting partner of the 2022 American Football Championship game. Beautiful sights late yesterday down in Buxton, North Carolina, just a short drive east to the beautiful Outer Banks. What do you think, Jay? Do I have a career? And I took that shot.
That was beautiful.
I had to risk the water. There was a danger riptide warning all posted. And I said, we need that shot. We got 2 schools who can brag about pretty darn good beaches here tonight.
That was beautiful. I should have brought my surfboard out there and met you.
First down and 10, Old Dominion from the 40-yard line. Handoff up the middle is to Blake Watson. Watson scored the game-winning touchdown last week. 19 carries, 60 yards against Virginia Tech. And you really like him the more you watched him on film.
He's got vision and patience. And then when he hits the hole, he'll run through tacklers. I mean, he's a strong guy from right up the road, Green Hope High School in Cary. We know this game means a lot to him to be so close to home.
Here comes a blitz. Nice job there by Watson, but help arrived, and down goes Wolf. Sacked on the play by Emmanuel Hickman.
Watson, very physical, picking up Dorso, coming on the blitz. But the stud of the defensive line is Hickman, and he does the job up front. Number 8, see him sling it over, continue to fight, gets a double team, and then falls into the lap of Wolf.
East Carolina had a number of quarterback knockdowns and hurries last week. Just one sack against the Wolfpack, but they get to Wolf here in the first half, and Old Dominion's going to talk about it. Timeout, Monarchs. Early stages, quarter 2 from Greenville.
Welcome to Quick Trip.
Need some roller therapy?
Need a minute?
Need your wallet? Need a push?
Happens all the time.
If you need it, we have it. QT, more than a gas station.
Why is Roger happy? It's the little things Carvana does. See, Roger wants to sell his car, stat. Little things like getting a real offer in 2 minutes really make Roger happy. So does Carvana's customer advocate, Caitlin, picking up his car at promptly 10 a.m.
Hi, are you Roger?
Berglund, with the Honda Accord? Yes, I am. It's right over there. Will I be getting...
And he loves that Caitlin pays him on the spot. Yep, Raj, it's the little things that drive you happy. We'll drive you happy at Carvana.
Defensive coordinator Blake Harrell has some depth on that defensive line. Emmanuel Hickman, the 2-year starter, just had the sack a few moments ago, but they took a hit last week. No Josiah Robinson tonight or Deontay Johnson, both injured in the game against NC State. They fear Robinson is lost for the season. 3rd down and 12. Little crossing pattern caught by Jordan Bly, and he is tripped up just shy of the first down. Looks like about a yard and a half away for the speedster slot out of Charlotte, North Carolina, Jordan Bly.
Well, I think Old Dominion in this situation should be aggressive. Looks like they're going to bring out the punting unit. But East Carolina, Blake Harrell, they did a zone blitz. Xavier Smith dropping back into coverage. Gerard Stringer brought the pressure up the middle, and Bly would have had the first down if he didn't slip on the wet field.
Malik Fleming awaiting the punt inside his 10. Pirates obviously keeping a close tabs here on the punter to make sure he indeed punts it, and that's what Ethan Duane does, the Melbourne, Australia native. Bounces it inside the 15, and this will be very effective. Touched at the 11. Good job by Duane, who had a couple of punts inside the 20 last week. Let's take a look at the player to watch, brought to you by Grand Caliber, and it's been a tough go early on for Keaton Mitchell, trying to find some space to run it.
The offensive line hasn't given him any paths to run. They've got to find a way to get him involved through the air, move him out of the formation in the passing game, and Jason Henderson has been all over the field for the Monarchs. 18 tackles last week. Very physical and run support, the quarterback of the defense.
Rajay Harris will start this series in the backfield. 1st and 10. Worst starting position of the night so far for East Carolina. Harris trying to cut it up the middle, not much. Falls ahead for 2, maybe 3 yards. The aforementioned Jason Henderson in on the tackle.
You're watching this game, 42 He'll read, diagnose the play, and then he attacks. There is no hesitation with his game. Very aggressive. And when he sees the hole open up, he'll go and fill it, tackle the running back.
Ehlers moves the pocket, throws left and on his knees, making the catch about a yard shy of the first down as Kerry King had his first career catch last week. He hauls in number 2, setting up a 3rd and 1.
Really good route runner on the outside, a young player, and the coaching staff feels very confident in his ability. Now, 3rd and short situation. Sean, you haven't had success running the ball. Do you go through the air or keep the ball on the ground? I think here you've got to go to the quick passing game. C.J. Johnson lining up in the slot has some room up at the top of the screen.
Yeah, they've been giving the cushion all first half, talking about the ODU secondary, and now a flag flies from the umpire.
Snap infraction. Offense, number 54. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
It's called on the center, Avery Jones, a call you don't see too often.
Yeah, you don't see it, and a mistake, and that really puts you back now. It was 3rd and short now. 3rd and mid-range, around 6 yards. It changes up things for the ODU defense. Now we'll see if they heat up Ehlers and bring the secondary up, and they're loading the box looking like they're going to bring the blitz.
East Carolina 3 of 6 on 3rd downs tonight. 3rd and 6 here. Dangerous portion of the field, ODU. Showing a couple of different looks. Ehlers might be checking down on this play. Here they come. Ehlers gets rid of it. Dangerous throw across the field, incomplete. Looking for King, covered on the play by Taj Rael. Now a couple of players get tangled up downfield away from the action, but ODU gets a quick 3 and out.
Blake Saylor, the defensive coordinator for the Monarchs, is very aggressive. If it's 3rd and long, he is bringing an extra man. Ryan Henry, the linebacker, coming through on a cross blitz right up the middle and forced Ehlers to get rid of the ball.
Luke Larson, a 30-year-old from Australia. Tonight's game featuring a couple of Australian punters. Rugby-style kick takes a sideways bounce. And good starting position for Old Dominion. Both defenses starting to crack down a little bit. Pirates by 2.
I've got that blue sky. I've got that sunshine.
We decided it's time to put a different kind of power tool in your hands. Store Mode in the Home Depot app gives you in-store tools made to help you get more done. To guide you every step of the way and explore products quickly with the scan. That way you get the top brands at the best prices without missing a beat. It's made for doing. Download the Home Depot app and see how doers get more done.
Bravo!
For buying a treadmill?
You use the Quicksilver card from Capital One. It's simple, with no annual fee and unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere. That makes you the hero of every purchase.
Yeah.
And heroes don't take the stairs.
Is this a parachute?
What's in your wallet?
When we were a motorized bicycle company, they said, you'll never be more than that. What will they say next? Honda, the power of dreams.
Kevin Reiner, you see the towel around his neck. Is that not an ex-offensive lineman, now the offensive coordinator? This is his third game that he has served as the OC, last year during the bowl game with Tulsa, and then with the sudden resignation of David Patois, the former OC. He took over the duties last week, and you could just tell he really enjoys the job. And then on the other side, the defensive coordinator for Old Dominion, Blake Seiler, he actually wrestled 1 year for John Smith at Oklahoma State before deciding to go full-time football, and he transitioned to Manhattan and was a part of Bill Snyder's squads at Kansas State. The youngest coaching staff in the country when you take a look at some of these coordinators. Seiler on the defensive side of the ball and over on the offensive side with Reiner.
Yeah, really good staff, and they've really grown together, and the average age is 33 years old. The oldest on staff is only 41. They bring a lot of energy to the program, and the players really respond to them, and a lot of these guys have playing experience, which really garners a lot of respect.
Keyshawn Wicks into the game for the first time. Just a yard on his first carry, and now over the middle, this ball underthrown. Trying to hit Ali Jennings. Jennings been an impact player, 3 catches, 64 yards in this first half.
And as this game develops, East Carolina has continued to shade over Jennings' way, bringing the safety over. Tegan Wilk, number 9, is over in his direction, but many times we'll see Kuntz and Jennings lined up on the same side of the field to present problems.
Again, a little bit of a bad snap over the middle on the slant. Jennings makes the catch, and he falls ahead for the first down. Jawan Powell the tackle, but the first third down conversion tonight for Hayden Wolf in this offense.
Yeah, this ball isn't perfect. I mean, great catch by Wolf. Immediately, he knows where to go with the ball. You find your best player on the offensive side, and Jennings gets open right over the middle on the slant.
Pirates secondary having some fits right now with Ali Jennings. 4 catches, 64 yards. They pull a couple of linemen. Here is Wicks going to work. That time they pulled Leroy Thomas and Nick Saldivari. They like to get these linemen moving. Sean Dorso coming in from a safety position, lending run support. Experienced offensive line as well for Old Dominion, coming in tonight, over 75 career starts. Xavier Black is the only newcomer at center. Wolf on second down, dumps it out to the flats, and a good open field tackle. Nowhere for Wicks to go. Again, it's Jawan Powell.
Powell played really well against NC State last week. Was great in run support. He's a physical from his quarterback position, and that's tough when there's that much space to come up, but good technique to bring him down and force the third down.
He knows how to tackle. The former safety is converted to the cornerback position this season. Had 7 tackles a week ago against NC State. Communication. Looked like some confusion for ECU, but they get everybody in the proper spot for this 3rd and 8, and they're going to bring the package. Quick throw, bobbled, and dropped. Same play we saw a few moments ago. Powell able to get a hand in on this one as Jennings could not reel it in.
See, as Wolf gets the ball, he's facing the pressure. The blitz comes, and Jennings, you said it, same exact play, slant over the middle. The ball a little bit too hot. You're kind of in no man's land here. Smart decision on 4th and long to go ahead and punt and try to pin the Pirates back inside the 10.
Yeah, Ricky Ronnie feeling very confident with the way his defense has played these first couple of weeks. They got off to a rough start tonight, but they certainly have buckled down in the last few drives. Malik Fleming comes flying up to make the catch. 32-yard punt for the second straight time. East Carolina will have it deep in their own end.
Welcome to Quick Trip.
Need some roller therapy?
Need a minute?
Need your wallet? Need a push?
Happens all the time.
If you need it, we have it. QT, more than a gas station.
Being the best takes hard work. It takes early mornings, planning, precision, sweat, sacrifice, and teamwork. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in their game. Old Dominion Freight Line, helping the world keep promises.
This table is
go. I'm so ready. Oh my God, why is no one ready? I am so ready.
All right.
It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, it's only one person.
It's two people.
If we lean towards this way, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
No way. What?
I want big.
Football's better on 40-foot screens. Right, Travis Kelce?
Dave & Buster's, where winners watch.
Coach, just plug it in.
Gee, how about that? Guys, just pick it up.
I don't like this thing.
All electric, with room for up to 7. It's the SUV Electric has been waiting for. The all-new EQB from Mercedes-Benz.
We should be more sustainable. Amazon Business can steer us toward more sustainable products. I feel good. What's next?
It's a car that runs on positive vibes.
I love people.
Amazon Business, partnering with enterprise leaders for smart business buying.
Holton Ahlers and this Pirate offense certainly had Blake Seiler and the Monarch defense on the rope. I should say on the mat with his wrestling background early on. But boy, what a change on the last couple of drives. You see the lack of production from the Pirates. What has Seiler done defensively differently?
It's a game of adjustments. Early on, they're playing zone coverage, only blitzing on third down. And the Monarchs, the last two drives, they're playing man-to-man, bump and run, and bringing extra defenders in the box to stop the running game, but also get after Ahlers.
A little bit of a new formation. They bunch everybody up on first down. And trying to set up a little screen underneath, and it's dropped by C.J. Johnson.
Second down.
Holton Ahlers last week with his 25 completions broke the American Athletic record held by Temple's P.J. Temple of 830 completions, and if he stays healthy this year, that's not the first record that is going to go by the wayside in this conference. Second down and 10. Again, pressure off the edge. Ahlers stays calm, throws, and it's knocked away. He was looking for Jalen Johnson. Good job defensively by Robert Kennedy.
Excellent technique by Kennedy. As Ahlers looked over towards the left, initially comes back to the backside. Johnson has to come back to the ball to help out Ahlers, as Kennedy broke through right at the perfect time to knock the ball down.
Talked about it earlier, Jay. This is somewhat of a homecoming for Kennedy. Spent 1 year here in Greenville, played 5 games for the Pirates before transferring. Third down and 10. This crowd quiet. Ahlers will change that. Wide open along the sideline. First down. Winstead, who certainly has been an active part of this passing game, and a critical third down conversion for ECU.
There's a connection between those two. Winstead found the soft spot in the zone, and Ahlers poised in the pocket. Accurate throw over the top of the linebacker. And then Winstead does the job, knowing exactly where the first down marker is. Again, kind of hiding in between the defenders, and makes the play.
3 catches for Winstead, 48 yards in this first half. Ahlers goes right back to work. Pressure up the middle by Morrison. He'll throw on the run. Little knuckleball, and it's caught. Oh, boy, what a throw by Ehlers. Kind of a sidewinding throw, but it was pinpoint with the accuracy. Jalen Johnson the catch, but there is a flag down.
This is tough to throw on the run. You're going full speed up towards the line of scrimmage, and then Johnson comes back to the ball. The Pirates are walking it back. Looks like be going against ECU.
Our referee tonight is Marshall Lewis. It is a Sunbelt crew.
Pass interference. Offense, number 80. Blocking downfield on a forward.
Well, Mike Houston told us Shane Calhoun is a very physical tight end. That time a little too physical.
Yeah, they said he was downfield, and the fans didn't agree with that one. But Calhoun's such a talented player. He's just trying to make a play downfield to help out his teammates. The Pirates continuing to walk it back.
So wipe out the nice throw by Ehlers. Concerned look from Mike Houston. Year number 4 after spending 3 years at James Madison. 1st and 24. 4 penalties now, 44 yards for the Pirates. Ehlers hit as he throws and making the catch on one knee. Jalen Johnson hauls it in, and now a flag flies, and pleasantries between these two neighbors, and Ehlers barking right in the face of one of the Monarch defenders who hit him. And we'll see if it was late. Taja Rael. And it was really refreshing talking to both coaches, especially Ricky Ronnie for Old Dominion. He said, you know, these regional games are really important for our fan base. He says, hate's okay in the sport of football.
Yeah.
And I love his approach with
catch. After the play, personal foul, defense number 12, 15-yard penalty. That results in an automatic first down.
You see down, and Rael comes in with a late hit, and they tag him for 15. It's tough to slow it up. You got your momentum going toward the receiver. You're anticipating a football move.
Yep.
It's a split-second decision.
Well, in the NFL, that's a legal play.
Exactly.
In the college game, you're going to get the flag.
Getting a little feisty here on these last couple of series. First down, Ehlers' first real shot downfield, and again finding the hole in that zone coverage is Winstead.
He's making an impact. The transfer from Toledo, really feeling comfortable. 6 catches last week, and he's been a force on the offensive side. He's in a groove. Him and Ehlers quickly building the chemistry that you look for between quarterback and wide receiver.
25 yards to Winstead. A couple of big grabs on this drive. And remember, this started back at the East Carolina 10. Ehlers, this time he won't get rid of it. He is ambushed and sacked. Ryan Henry, who has blitzed a lot, was one of the trio of Monarchs to reach Ehlers along with D.V. Harris.
Yeah, he's a specialist getting in the backfield. Number 8 comes right outside of Isaiah Foote, number 66. No hesitation, makes the play, and he's creating so many problems for that group up front for the Pirates.
First sack of the night by Old Dominion. Play clock under 10. Ehlers under duress again. Slips free from one, and then he is sacked again. That time Jason Henderson took him up top. A huge loss.
Relentless pressure. They're bringing the blitz, but the offensive line for East Carolina, who played so well last week, no sacks given up against the Wolfpack. They're having trouble so far tonight. Quick first step off the edge, and then penetration right up the middle, and then white hats flying around the football. Great job swarming and playing physical.
That was Chris Trinidad who blew the play up, and that was initially who Ehlers was able to shake free from, but then help arrived. Back-to-back sacks, 3rd down and 25. They run the draw. Here goes Mitchell, cutting to the outside, and he is shouldered out of bounds by Johnson. Well shy of the first down. He picks up 18 of the 25 yards needed, and now What does Mike Houston do here? Does he keep the offense on the field on fourth down? And they are going to keep the O out there, and they are going to go up tempo.
Winstead, number 11, down the bottom of the screen.
They need to get it to the 30-yard line.
He's got one-on-one coverage.
It's Trey Hawkins on that matchup with Winstead, and now a timeout, I believe, was taken by ECU.
Second charge timeout. East Carolina.
So let's see what Mike Houston and the staff decide to do. 4th and 8 coming up.
People who come to cricket stay with cricket.
With my cricket plan, everything is consistent. It's always going to be the same price. No worries.
Cricket is easy, it's affordable, customer service is top-notch. That's why I've been with them for so long.
I got my phone from Cricket and it's amazing. As a journalist, I use it for basically everything.
Great phones, great deals. Now that's a story. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Over the past hour, East Carolina has the win behind them right now. 4th down and 8. They'd be looking at a 55-yard field goal for Daffer, career long of 54. So Houston keeps the offense on the field. They need to get it to the 30. 4th down and 8. Old Dominion already with a couple of sacks on this drive. We'll see if they bring pressure. Does not appear so. They will rush only 3, drop 8 into coverage. Ehlers floats it, and it is caught. First down at the 27-yard line. Jalen Johnson, blanket coverage from Tobias Harris.
Harris was in position to make the play, but Johnson wanted it more. Only 3 guys coming to Ehlers, plenty of time, and that's a one-on-one ball. And Johnson comes back, leverages out Harris to make the play.
Strong hands from Johnson, a veteran. Won a national championship last year as a member of the Georgia roster. And a huge, huge 4th down conversion. Little RPO action there, and for the 3rd time, down goes Ehlers. Just no time whatsoever. Jones, that time on a safety blitz, and man, they bring him from all angles and from all over the field.
Well, I'm surprised Old Dominion didn't blitz on the 4th down play. They went against the grain, only rushing 3. You go back on 1st down, bring the blitz, and you have success. I would continue to bring extra defenders and force East Carolina to hold up the blitz and give Ehlers time to throw, and they haven't been able to so far tonight.
This will be the 11th play of the drive. Again, it started back at East Carolina 10. Ehlers over the middle, caught. Johnson, another catch, makes a move to the outside, and he is corralled inside the 10, driven out at the 6-yard line by Harris, and it will be 1st and goal for the Pirates.
That's what happens when the blitz comes and you protect. There's open areas right over the top. Good job by Johnson. Really impressive on this drive, on the slant, and then yards after the catch.
10 targets for Jalen Johnson in this first half. 7 catches for 77 yards. Winstead has been targeted 6 times. Ehlers is connected with 6 different receivers. 3rd trip into the red zone tonight. The lead blocker is Jones, trying to follow his block inside the 5, keeping those legs churning. Goes Keaton Mitchell.
They run over to the strength on the left side. Justin Red, Shane Calhoun, and then Jones in the backfield, trying to churn up yardage. I like the play call. Inside the 10, go ahead and lean on your offensive line. Number 73, Strother over there as well. That's where the big beef is. Dude, nice job getting push up front.
Do they stick with the hot hand? Jalen Johnson, he's the receiver to the top of the screen. Ayler's looking his way, floats it, and a flag flies. Boy, they are working on this matchup. Hawkins arguing that he was pushed off as Johnson and Hawkins dueled for the football.
Pass interference. Defense, number 6. By rule of automatic first down.
This is a fun matchup between these two battling. Hawkins was arguing that he was getting pushed. From that replay, I see number 6 pushing Johnson.
Ricky Ronnie hoping for a goal line stand. Late into the second quarter, East Carolina trying to punch in another. 1st and goal.
Delay a game. Defense, disconcerting signals, clapping. Half the distance to the goal line. Remains first down.
So we've seen a call tonight on the center, and now we see the delay a game on the defense. 2 calls we might not see the rest of the year.
Yeah, I like disconcerting signals. Ricky Ronnie's laughing over there as well.
He's a Cornell guy. He appreciates that vocabulary, doesn't he?
He does. Star quarterback at Cornell.
1st and goal from the 1. Here is Mitchell, and he dances his way to 6.
I think it was important for East Carolina to punch it in on the ground. You're on the 2-yard line. Trust your offensive line, your veteran running back. They do the job. A nice cut by Mitchell, and then he finds the end zone, easily getting in.
It hasn't always been easy in this first half for Keaton Mitchell, but he's able to score from a yard out. And now Daffer on for the point after. He had his last try blocked. And it looked like somebody flinched on the left side of the Pirate line.
Full start. Kicking team, number 78. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the try.
It's Richard Pierce. Redshirt freshman. We have a lot of hope for him moving into the future. A little bit of a movement from him at his left guard position, but Mike Houston has to be happy with that last drive. 13 plays, 90 yards. Critical play was the 4th and 8 conversion to Winstead. Daffer to try to add the point after. Kick is on the way, and it sails through the uprights. And a sarcastic cheer from Pirate Nation. Jones, ODU comes right back with their
daughter. When they got their opportunities, they attacked through
the middle. An RPO look, and Bly, who's been very active for Hayden. Makes the catch and a first down. Tegan Wilk with the stop.
Well, the RPO has become so prevalent because it puts stress on the defense. The linebackers come up, it opens up the middle of the field, and Bly runs a slant. Great job with execution.
Yeah, we were talking to offensive coordinator Kevin Rayner and just asking how much pre-snap adjustment and reading Hayden Wolf is responsible for. And he says he caused some of the coverage as he goes downfield. This one dropped. Javon Harvey's first target, but He says where he is forced to read is all post-snap because of the RPO, and that's really an area he's improved over the last 12 months.
You have to make quick decisions. When it's post-snap, you may see a look pre-snap, but then that could completely change. So you have to make quick decisions and be accurate with the ball, and that's an area that he focused on during the offseason.
Such an incredible high school run at Venice, leading them to a state berth in the semis. 2nd down and 10. Deep ball wide open. Jennings makes the catch, puts on the brakes, and now takes it down to the 18-yard line. Jennings again getting behind the Pirates secondary.
Look at the block from Blake Watson. Number 2 gives Wolf just enough time. And then Jennings gets behind the defense again. He's got elite speed again. Running right down the sideline, sifting in between the zone coverage.
43 yards to Jennings. And for the 2nd straight week, he is over 100 yards. 5 catches for 109. Man, what an elite talent Old Dominion has. 1st down and 10. Double clutching, now firing, wide open, touchdown. It's Jennings again. Not even 2 minutes off the clock. 5 plays, 75 yards.
Another RPO miscommunication in the secondary. He was wide open. That's the guy you cannot allow to be open at all. And plenty of room to operate and easily move down the field after the halftime break.
Ali Jennings started his career at West Virginia. Spent a couple of years for the Mountaineers. Got banged up, was looking for a change of scenery. Said he just didn't have the swagger at West Virginia. Well, I'll tell you what, he has the swagger in Norfolk. Touchdown catch. The Monarchs close in, now trail by 2.
Did I tell you I bought our car from Carvana?
Yeah, Ma.
It was so easy. I found the perfect car. Under budget, too. And I get 7 days to love it or my money back. I love it. I thought online meant no one to help me. But Susan from Carvana had all the answers. She didn't try to upsell me. Not once. Because they're not salespeople. Where do you guess who just checked in on me?
Mom.
Susan from Carvana.
We'll drive you happy at Carvana.
Ali Jennings is having himself quite a night. He talked about the win last week against Virginia Tech. It was special for him. He grew up in Richmond, Virginia. Virginia Tech, one of the schools that recruited him, but they never offered him a scholarship. So he started his career at West Virginia, spent a couple of years there before transferring into Old Dominion. And boy, has he found a new home. 1,000-yard season a year ago, and now back-to-back 100-yard campaigns to kick off this new season as Keaton Mitchell returns it all the way across the field. Tackled out of bounds at the 25. Jay, take us through this last touchdown.
Well, Hayden Wolf, a little pump fake over to Javon Harvey on the out route. That forced Malik Fleming up, and then Jennings sifted right behind him with the vertical route. Good job by Wolf, moving the defender over towards the right and opening up a lane for Jennings.
Holton Ahlers in this offense moved the ball, especially through the air in the first half. Despite getting sacked 3 times, Ahlers and the Pirates will start shop at the 29. Ahlers floats toward the boundary side. Nobody open downfield, and he will be escorted out by Mr. Henderson, who was all over the field. Now, talking to the Old Dominion coaches, this is a guy they say that could play 80 to 85 snaps a game. He won the Perfect Effort Award for his elite participation in every drill during the spring and fall camp.
Yeah, his conditioning is next level. He doesn't get tired. And when you're running around the field on defense, usually you get a break, but on special teams, he's out there, one of the stars of that unit as well.
Shane Calhoun in motion on second down. Big hole opens up for Harris. Cuts it back to the 35. Tackled again by Henderson, but not before. Yep, they're going to mark it about a half a yard shy, setting up a third down and a yard.
East Carolina running up to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they're going to play with tempo and snap the ball quickly.
Calhoun stays in as the H-back to the right. Harris goes left, and he runs through the tackle of Henderson. Tough running by Rajay Harris, and it looks like he's bringing a little attitude on this opening drive.
That's what you need, somebody to step up, and Harris, those last 2 runs, he had an extra burst. Good job following your O-line up front and getting the first down.
ECU electing to go fast. First down throw. Ahlers dumps it off, and it's just through the fingertips of Harris.
Number 47, Rajay Harris, falls incomplete. Second down.
Holton Ahlers, Rajay Harris, some of the veterans on this team, they talked about the hunger this offseason to win an American Conference championship, get back into the bowl season. Remember, they did not play in the bowl game last year. The Military Bowl called off because of illness, so they get a chance here with a lot of talent offensively as Harris is the hot hand right now, and he'll take it onto the plus side.
You've got a spark with Harris. Continue to give him the ball. The O-line's in a groove. Following Calhoun, tight end blocking, arm tackle. He's going to run through that. Running downhill, forcing third and short.
Avery Jones, the big center, opening up a hole. He was a good 5 or 6 yards downfield, maintaining his block. Third down and 3. 6 up on the line of scrimmage for ODU. Harris flanking Ahlers to his right. Senior is going to throw. Pocket collapses. Ahlers going to have to try to improvise, and he will step out of bounds. Keeps the drive alive. Tobias Harris able to make sure he stepped out, but not before Ahlers picks up the first down.
You have to have great effort from your wide receivers on the outside to pick up critical yards. Jalen Johnson, number 1, fighting downfield, shields off his man as Ahlers runs out of bounds, easily gets the first down. Good job helping out your quarterback. And Ahlers, so good in the pocket, reading the defense, and then when he takes off, he's got good vision.
And that's one thing we both noticed on film. Both of these teams, their receivers know how to block. First down and 10 at the 38. Ehlers to the near sideline. Harris makes the catch. A couple of defenders miss. That's what he can do when he has the ball in his hands. He is dynamic. D.V. Harris tackling him from the backside.
He's a power player when he runs the football. He's improved so much with his quickness, light feet. He's gotten leaner heading into this season, and it's paying off. He's got good hands, and he can be used from the running back position, or if you move him out to the outside in the slot, he's a force in the passing game.
8th play coming up with this drive, and a good chunk of it has been Harris. Remember, they also target him in the passing game as well. 2nd down and 7 from the Old Dominion 35. Play fake. Ehlers with time, floats left, looks downfield, now dumps it incomplete. Good coverage. Looked like Winstead was the intended target, but solid job by the secondary.
If you're East Carolina, 3rd and 7. What has ODU done, especially starting the second quarter? Bringing extra defenders. Expect the blitz for Ehlers. Look to the outside, see who your hot routes are.
Part of the field, too. It might be 4-down territory for Mike Houston. 3rd down and 7. Play clock down to 5. Ehlers takes the snap. Little hitch pattern. Well shy of the first down, but yards after catch by Jalen Johnson. And this will be real close. All depends on the mark, and I wouldn't be surprised to see if we get a measurement. Nope, they're going to look over and say no measurement required. And another 3rd down conversion. Boy, they are just torching ODU on 3rd downs now. 8 of 13 tonight. Microphone abandoning Marshall Lewis, our referee tonight, and I am just speculating with a challenge on that last spot coming from ODU.
My initial thought from the booth is he picked it up, but Jalen Johnson making an impact. 8 catches on the day. Once he caught the ball, he made a man miss. I think in this situation, even if it is short, you've got a 6'5" quarterback sneak it to try to pick it up.
Jalen Johnson bringing his championship pedigree to Greenville. Played 3 years at Georgia, part of the national championship run a season ago. Caught 3 balls in his 3 years in Athens. Man, he has certainly been a favored target of Holton Ehlers tonight.
Make man miss. Good job eluding the first tackler.
Well, they are going to change the spot, and they're going to signal 4th down here, so it will be 4th and less than a yard. And a little bit of life for defensive coordinator Blake Seiler and his bunch. So the spot to get is about the 28.5. So they are literally 2 or 3 inches away for this 4th down and short. Approaching the 9-minute mark of this 3rd quarter, and a good one tonight. Ehlers with a hard count. Nobody into the neutral zone for ODU despite the movement as they load up the box. 10 of the 11 defenders inside the box, and they will hand it off, and squirming ahead. Harris gets the call, and he does not get a real good spot, Jay, and ODU thinks they have the turnover on downs. Both teams pointing their direction, but coming in with the initial naked eye, I'm not sure he got enough. And they will bring out the change for an all-important measurement here. This could be a momentum changer, a big stretch, as this crowd waits in anticipation. And like I thought, he is short, and the Monarch defense comes up with a huge stand.
All 11 defenders within 4 yards of the line of scrimmage. And Harris did what he could to reach the ball out, just couldn't quite get it. This run support has been really good. It wasn't a push up front. He was trying to go on the right side of the offensive line. Now the offensive ODU is coming out on the field.
Ricky Ronnie bringing in some of the bright young coordinators in college football, and one of them on the defensive side with Blake Silent. And now a double move downfield, nothing open, a juggling catch made by Watson, and then he pays the price. Big time hit by Xavier Smith, and then he barks at the ODU sideline. And Watson slow to get up.
Look at how athletic the East Carolina linebackers are. The ball was bobbled. Smith and Berry come over to clean it up.
Xavier Smith back on the inside this year after moving to outside linebacker a season ago. Watson trying to get it to the outside. He cannot. Jack Powers that time, the transfer from Nevada. A lot of Mountain West experience. And a third down for Wolf and the Monarchs. There's a flag.
There are 2 fouls on the play, 1 by each team. Holding, offense number 63. Personal foul, face mask, defense number 24. Those penalties offset. Repeat second down.
Jack Powers getting his hand up high. Xavier Black with a hold, number 63. So we'll do it again. 2 receivers left and right. Wolf with good velocity, zips it near side. Pass is caught at the 34-yard line. That's Granger, the true freshman from Norfolk, hometown product. And the Boneyard, who has braved a pretty vicious rain earlier today and tonight, trying to make some noise now. Barry recommunicating with his defense as the line shifts to the left. Time in the pocket. Dangerous throw, and it's incomplete. Kuntz had his hands on it. Deflected away at the last second by Wilson, and Old Dominion will be forced to punt.
Phenomenal play by Jaira Wilson. Kuntz was lined up in the slot in the bunch formation, goes across the middle. Number 5 reads it and jumps in front to knock it down. Critical play by the veteran safety.
So for the second straight week, a quiet game for Zach Kuntz, fresh off a season in which he was second in all of college football among tight ends with receptions. 73 catches a year ago. He had 2 last week against Virginia Tech, and he's been held off the score sheet tonight. And now on the return, a dangerous pickup and a solid return. Fleming with the return. It's been chippy all night from Greenville, and a good one between these regional rivals.
We live here in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
We run Dressed in Joy, a joy-filled clothing line.
I've been a Nets fan since early 90s.
I'm a Bulls fan, but I love colors, I love prints. It almost feels like you've been transported into someplace tropical. Being a Black-owned business, our children get to see there's more than one way to be successful. It gives them the hope that maybe they can do it one day too.
Champion Black businesses like Dressed in Joy as we share the NBA Finals stage together.
Here's the problem. Nobody knows what Hulu Plus Live TV is.
Yeah, it comes with over 75 live channels with sports like NFL games.
Plus Disney Plus, plus ESPN Plus.
What if we call it
Hulu plus live TV plus.
That's dumb, but we're going to go with it.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Geico, proud partner of the American. Alongside Jason Walter, Sean Kenny with you, our fantastic crew from Greenville, and a good one. Brave fans, earlier in the day, we had a steady rain for a good 5 or 6 hours. The youthful energy on a late Saturday night in Greenville, enjoying this one. East Carolina trying to strike the win column for the first time after the gut-wrenching loss last week to North Carolina State. Series number 2 of this quarter for Ehlers in the offense, and it will be Mitchell trying to bounce it to the outside, able to get to the corner for the first time, and a decent gain on first down as he picks up close to 10 yards.
East Carolina is starting to get more confidence in the ground game. Last drive, Rajay Harris had success. Initial carry from Mitchell gets to the outside, follows a block of Parker Moore, the transfer from West Virginia.
Mitchell, 12 carries, 47 yards. Harris, 11 for 44. It's all Rajay Harris on the last drive. Now they go with Mitchell, and he finds a little crevice, zigzagging his way, back-to-back double-digit yard gallops. And we saw Harris pick and choose on the last drive. This time it's Keaton Mitchell, and here's that dynamic 1-2 punch that East Carolina wanted to feature.
Shane Calhoun, the tight end, came across the formation, sealed off the edge. Mitchell ran right off of his hip. Good blocking up front to unleash your running back.
Ehlers hit as he throws, and it is stripped away at the last second. Good job defensively by Tobias Harris. Harris was quite a find for Old Dominion. They scoured a lot of film in the offseason, brought him in from Western Texas A&M, where he had 17 interceptions throughout his 4-year career.
Last week, 1 interception, so 18 now. He was an impressive find, and coming in, earning the starting position, he's been a big boost to the secondary.
The secondary picked off Virginia Tech quarterback Grant Wells 4 times last week, and they're going to get to Ehlers for the 4th time tonight. Devin Epps with the sack.
Here comes the pressure right off the edge. 2 defenders getting into the backfield, now forcing a 3rd and long.
Devin Brand Epps, the sophomore out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, transferred in from Northeastern Oklahoma A&M. Picked up some valuable reps last year coming off a strong bowl game against Tulsa, and he registers the 4th sack of the night. 3rd down and 14. Ehlers is going to take a shot deep downfield. A lot of contact, and here come the flags. They were looking for Johnson. Tobias Harris, who we were just talking about, engaged with a lot of the contact. C.J. Johnson.
Defense, number 20. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
We've seen some of the North Carolina, Virginia pleasantries between these two schools tonight.
Pre-game, there's a little bit of shoving as well. I like the matchup. 6'2" in Johnson. Even though Harris is a great player, he's only 5'9". Throw the ball up and give your guy an opportunity. Too much contact, good call.
Old Dominion's been pretty salty with the penalties tonight. That's just their 4th penalty, but it's a costly one. First down, it gives Ehlers a fresh set to work with. Ehlers with all sorts of time. He'll settle down to Ryan Jones. Jones turns upfield, tackled at the 38. We were really excited coming into tonight with the tight end play for both of these teams. Kuntz has been very quiet. We saw Jones catch the touchdown earlier tonight.
But they all have different skills, different traits. But there's a reason NFL scouts are tracking these tight ends with Calhoun, Jones, and Kuntz. Kuntz has the size that you can't teach, and Jones, very versatile. Line up as tight end, wide receiver as well, and Calhoun, a young player. Very physical inline blocker.
Looking for a cutback lane. Epps with another tackle. As Mitchell set up a 3rd down. Need to get it to the 32. Clock continues to move. 4.5 to play, 3rd quarter.
And total domination from the Pirates with time of possession. 25 minutes to only 12. Where will that pay off? Potentially in the 4th quarter.
Tight blanket coverage. See if Ehlers takes a shot. ODU shows blitz with their 2 linebackers. Here they come. Slant pattern. It's caught. Trying to make a move to the outside. First down for Winstead as he's inside the 20. And a flag flies as well. It looked like Winstead was hit late.
Undisciplined play from the Monarchs. There's not that many people that can run full speed, catch the ball, and on a dime, flip your hips and get to the outside. And that's exactly what Winstead did.
So Tobias Harris, this is a rough stretch for him. He gets tagged with interference. And now they say guilty of a late hit. Take your pick. It was either Johnson or Harris.
The O-line picked up the blitz, gave Ehlers protection. It was a slant route and the athleticism of Winstead.
Ryan Jones, the H-back to the right. Ehlers will hand it off to Mitchell, trying to cut to the left side, and he is tracked down. Good job defensively by Chaz Wallace. And you're seeing the depth for Old Dominion. They're rotating Wallace and Brant Epps. They gave Jason Henderson a blow for a couple of reps on this series, and you were talking about the time of possession. So they are doing their best. Blake Seiler trying to keep his defensive unit fresh.
And they've got to go to their 2s and 3s to make sure they still have enough energy in the 4th quarter.
They cannot pick up the first down, so it's 2nd and goal from the 9. Ehlers will float, corner of the end zone. Good defense. Knocked away.
Pass intended for Ryan Jones. Flag on the play.
There is a flag down in the end zone. Sean Asbury trying to deflect the ball away from our angle. Looked pretty good, but some contact, and will this be another penalty on ODU?
Number 7.
It is.
Will be placed at the 2-yard line. Automatic first down.
My goodness, 3 penalties on this drive for close to 40 yards.
Ball is going to be spotted at the 2-yard line where it is a first down.
I don't know, Jay. That looked pretty good. Yeah, I guess he had that left hand wrapped around the waist.
They caught him with. If he would have just removed it from the hip, he probably would have been safe.
So 1st and goal for the Pirates. They will go up the middle with it, and there is nowhere to go. Rajay Harris bottled up. 3 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. This is a tough defense to run in between the tackles on. They have showed it for 2 straight weeks.
Harris and Mitchell in the ball game.
Those 2 will Line up left and right of Ehlers out of the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Jalen Johnson to the bottom of the screen. Ehlers looking the opposite way. Pass tipped up, nearly caught off the deflection. Hawkins able to get a hand in there in the nick of time as Isaiah Winstead lost his helmet.
That's a fun matchup with Winstead 6'4". Usually don't face big cornerbacks. Hawkins 6'3". Those two fighting for the ball. Hawkins winning on that down.
Jarrett Garner, a transfer from Duke, is checked in as a receiver. Calhoun, C.J. Johnson, Jalen Johnson out of the trips to the right. That's Calhoun in motion. Harris is the running back. On this third down play, little shovel to Harris, stretches the football across. A flag comes in, touchdown signaled, East Carolina. There is a flag down in the back of the end zone.
There is no call for pass interference on the offense. The pass was behind the line of scrimmage. Result of play is a touchdown.
Outstanding play call by Donnie Kirkpatrick. You have to know when to throw that curveball to a defense. They think it's going to be a sprint out to the right, and then the shovel pass with Harris hiding behind the O-line. And he gets in the end zone and catches the defense by surprise.
Another double-digit play drive by East Carolina. 11 plays, 76 yards. Aided by 4 Old Dominion penalties, and for the second time tonight, the point after is blocked. Devin Brandt Epps with his big paw. Big difference maker in this quarter, the combination of Mitchell and Harris. This time it's Rajay Harris on the shovel. Pirates extend the lead.
I've got that blue sky. I've got that sunshine.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, it all starts with members like you. Because we were founded as a not-for-profit with a mission dedicated to your well-being, with everyday banking tools and loans, all backed by 24/7 support. The kind of support that comes from being a proud partner within your community. Because when you're a member, it all starts and ends with you. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
It's Halloween. We're gonna have a good time tonight.
Boogeyman is coming. He's gonna get you. 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 Please help me!
It's time to put the boogeyman to bed.
Halloween ends. Rated R.
Being the best takes hard work. It takes early mornings, planning, precision, sweat, sacrifice, and teamwork. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in their game. Old Dominion Freight Line, helping the world keep promises.
And that's where the cheese comes in.
I don't get it.
It's a thick crust with crispy edges. What is there not to get?
The sauce on top?
You haven't even tried it yet.
You know, she's got a point.
I don't want to talk about politics. Detroit style is back at Pizza Hut.
shovel pass to Rajay. And Old Dominion not showing an interest in trying to return. So, Jay, let's go back to the 2 blocks. These aren't on the kicker, Daffner.
This is not his fault. Pressure coming through the right side, the O-line, leaving a wide open gap. Then this was interior pressure right up the middle. Epps batting it down. This will be addressed, and that's an area they have to fix.
And you go back to last week, the laces were the wrong way on the missed point after for Daffner.
Yeah, on that's not his fault as well. You've got to have the laces out. Still a work in progress.
And as a result, again with the special teams mistakes, Old Dominion, 1 possession game. 1st and 10 from the 25. Hayden Wolf will hand it off, and it's been a tough night for Blake Watson.
Number 2, Blake Watson on the carry. Miles Berry on the stop for the Pirates, gain of 1.
Watson, the bell cow for this ground game, especially last year. 215 carries a season ago. That was an Old Dominion program record.
He hasn't had a flow for him tonight. Again, only 12 minutes the offense has held the ball in the whole game, so they've got to find a way to get him more involved.
Only 3 touches. Deep shot downfield, looking for Jennings, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Julius Wood, and the game's first takeaway for the Pirates.
Julius Wood was a star last week against NC State. He had that big hit on the 4th down, comes away with a crucial interception. Wolf just launches this. Nice job getting off the backside of Jennings, floating over to get the ball, and then the defensive line and Hickman, the best defender, knocking the arm of Wolf.
Julius Wood, the junior from Columbus, Blinn Community College. 2nd year here in Greenville, and he comes away with the interception. First takeaway for the Pirates. On 1st down, Ehlers will keep it, trying to go straight up the middle. Jason Henderson along with Morrison able to bring him down. You take a look at what ECU did last time they had the ball. 11 plays, 76 yards. Ehlers very efficient, but it was the penalties, the mistakes by ODU that cost them.
Undisciplined play by the Monarchs. They've got to clean it up on this drive, and they didn't have much of a break. Only a couple plays the offense had, and then sudden change, the defense back out in the field. If I'm East Carolina, I'm continuing to grind this defense and wear them out.
And it might be grind time, because here comes the rain. Steady rain starting to fall as Harris goes backwards. Alonzo Ford. This guy is boy, Samson Ryan
come over
last week. East Carolina.
Next. And travel. What's in your
precision? Carrier for quality promises.
I don't like this thing.
I'm Janine Teagues from Philadelphia. Girl, we already know who you are. Get to it. People think school starts when the kids get here, but it starts at development week. It's the calm before the storm. Very zen, actually. That's all you need.
You guys gotta see what's in the cafeteria.
For real. They haven't had the ball much on offense, and when they haven't had a running game because of the defense from the Pirates have shut it down.
Keyshawn Wicks will line up to the right of Hayden Wolf. 1st and 10 from the 22. 3-man rush by the Pirates. Wolf will take a shot, fires, has a receiver open, making the catch at the 48-yard line. It's Jennings again. Pickup of 32 on 1st down. Jawan Powell with the tackle.
7th catch on the day. He goes across the field on a deep over route. The zone defense can't pick him up. He's getting easily open. Good job by him using his speed.
RPO look, and they will hand it to Wicks, bouncing off tacklers, and a real late flag flies in from the referee. In the backfield for the Monarchs. And the preliminary call is holding Old Dominion.
Holding. Offense, number 79. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
It's Leroy Thomas, the walk-on who earned a scholarship prior to the Wake game a year ago.
Seven penalties on the day for the Monarchs. This is starting to be a factor in the ball game. Now it's 1st and 20, really affecting them on the offensive side in the play calling.
And 6 of those here in the second half. Again, you got to believe at some point Zach Kuntz is going to get a touch. The big tight end lined up at the bottom of the screen on first down. Wolf is going to take a shot down the seam, and it's too high, looking for Jennings again. Pressure applied that time by Jeremy Lewis. Jaira Wilson with the coverage downfield.
Wilson, that quick burst to come over and affect the play. And you talk about Kuntz. This is a tough matchup for him because East Carolina has very athletic linebackers, big safeties. So even though he's 6'8", they've got the personnel to slow him down. And the key this week for East Carolina was taking away that option, slowing him down, taking away the middle of the field.
Previous plays under further review for possible targeting.
Oh, how about this? So they will take a look at it upstairs. Our replay official, John Allman. And we will take multiple looks, I'm sure, to discover what they're going to take a second glance at. That's what they're taking a look at. The hit from Crown.
Targeting. Second down.
Yeah, I thought that was an easy one. Wolf. And they are not letting him get behind the safety. Juwan Powell has been busy along with Wilson.
And Sean, East Carolina disguised the blitz. One defender dropped off, and then Miles Berry came through the A-gap, leapt in to force Wolf to throw the ball a little bit earlier than he wanted to.
Jennings has been the go-to guy, 7 catches for 161. They're going to need another big hook up here as Kuntz goes in motion. They run the draw straight up the middle. Wicks, patient run as he spins up past midfield to the 48-yard line, back to the original line of scrimmage, setting up a 4th and 9. Ricky Ronnie will play the field position game.
The East Carolina defense has only given up 209 yards on the day. And Blake Harrell's group has been magnificent with their blitzing schemes, their toughness, and shutting down the run game.
It's been a solid night for Ethan Dwayne, trying to pin East Carolina inside their own 20 for the 4th time, and he does it. Fleming with the fair catch. We played 2 minutes here in the 4th quarter. No quarters here in Greenville.
Bravo!
For buying a treadmill?
You use the Quicksilver card from Capital One. It's simple, with no annual fee and unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere. That makes you the hero of every purchase.
Yeah.
And heroes don't take the stairs.
Is this a parachute?
What's in your wallet?
Being the best takes hard work. It takes early mornings, planning, precision, sweat, sacrifice, and teamwork. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in their game. Old Dominion Freight Line, helping the world keep promises.
Welcome to Quick Trip.
Need some roller therapy? You need it?
Compounding cruise.
18 and 19, but they've all been tight, and we're heading down to the wire here tonight. Holton Ahlers in this offense will start from the 19-yard line. Ahlers on first down. Good cut. There's the explosion of Mitchell. And there goes Keaton Mitchell. A foot race. Mitchell to the 30. They're not going to catch him. 81 yards. Touchdown. Mr. Home Run with his first home run in this new year.
He's got game-breaking speed. We talked about time of possession being a factor. When would it happen? Here in the fourth quarter, we saw it there. The defense a little bit sluggish. They made a mistake with their gap integrity, and Mitchell takes advantage of it, goes off the left side of the O-line, and then hits the Jets. And his speed cannot be touched. He's got an extra gear. The O-line, nice job with the double team from Strother. Avery Jones up front. Winstead clears out Harris, and then it's off to the races. Great push up front. All five guys working together, and this is what makes Mitchell so special.
Mitchell ripped off touchdown runs last year of 88, 57, 68, and 74 yards. And now tonight, here in the fourth quarter, when this offense needed it, an 81-yard touchdown run for the speedster. And when you see number 2 get out in the open and clear, you are not going to run him down.
Yeah, and if you get pushed back, he's going to take advantage of it. The D-line was pushed back. Easy lane, nice cutback, blocking down the field, and then he was gone. And he's a guy with the ball in his hands. He's so dangerous. The Old Dominion coaching staff knew what he could do. They tried to lock him in, keep him inside the box, but if he gets out on the perimeter, it's over.
A rare return from Lamarion James, and he is cut down once he crossed the 20, and East Carolina flying to the football now.
For East Carolina's defense, you see Jennings having a big day, but that's really been the only thing that's hurt you. They've shut down the run game. Kuntz, no catches. Bly has 4 for 56, but they've been able to really slow down the offense other than Jennings. And on this drive, I'm double covering Jennings, forcing someone else to beat you.
Jennings with 12 targets tonight. Lots of time on first down and some contact, and here's a flag. They were looking for Bly. He was all tangled up. Jordan Bly, Miles Park High School. It's been a busy night for the Sunbelt crew.
There is no foul for an eligible receiver downfield. Second down.
Bly is pleading his case, saying, boy, I thought I was held. Meanwhile, Ahlers hashing the long run. He's seen a few of those from Mitchell over the past couple of years. So Hayden Wolf getting tested now. A winning quarterback who has brought life. Started midway through the campaign last year. Here he's hit. The ball is loose. Recovered by the Pirates. It's Lampley with the recovery.
Wheeling on the field, there's a fumble recovered by the defense. First down.
One of the big differences in the defense this year for the Pirates is development of these players in recruiting. There's depth in this unit. Lampley's a true freshman. From Richmond County coming in, picking up the ball and the pressure from Lewis up the middle, Hickman as well. Multiple guys collapsing the pocket. And the defense has fresh legs in the fourth quarter with their talent. Nice disguised blitz. And now they set up the offense inside the 20.
Lewis with the strip sack, the true freshman. Lampley with the recovery, and now they go to Rajay Harris. The lightning and thunder combination, and East Carolina pulling away late. Boy, you talk about a game that has just changed on a dime here in the last few moments.
Fourth quarter takeover. Now the offense is easily racking up yards on the ground. Mitchell, now Harris, the O-line is in a groove, clearing out the path. Old Dominion looks tired. East Carolina looks fresh.
We kept talking about it through the first three quarters. Would it take a toll, the eventual disparity in plays from the line of scrimmage and the time of possession, which has just been absorbed all tonight by the home purple. Rajay Harris, untouched. Thought about the stiff arm, was not even needed. Points after the turnover. Pirates with their largest lead.
You use a map in your car. Why not use a map with your cart? Store mode in the Home Depot app makes doing easy, showing you where to find what you need. Let's call it turn-by-turn shopping. It's made for doing. Download the Home Depot app.
It's Halloween. We're gonna have a good time tonight.
The boogeyman is coming. He's gonna get you. He's gonna get you. He's gonna get you. He's gonna get you. He's gonna get you.
Please help me! It's time to put the boogeyman to bed.
Halloween ends. Rated R.
Need some help?
Yes!
If you need it, we have it. QT, more than a gas station.
This is the biggest rivalry in Spanish football.
The running game has returned tonight, especially here in the second half for East Carolina. Keaton Mitchell, Rajay Harris, each with a pair of touchdowns tonight. 148 yards rushing in the second half alone. From the two first-team all-conference players, and Mitchell showing the ability to run in between the tackles, but it was this run that Pirate fans have grown to become quite accustomed to over the last couple of years.
He takes off, and the defense is gassed. They have no shot at Mitchell. Those two work so well together. They're close friends, and I like the balance with Mike Houston. 39 rushing attempts, 34 passing attempts. Keeps the defense on their heels. They've been mixing it very well tonight, involving all their playmakers.
And how about the job of this offensive line in the second half? Justin Redd, who played every snap last week at left tackle. Ishad Strother, Avery Jones, the veteran center, Isaiah Foote, Noah Henderson, Parker Moore, opening up holes in this second half. James near the goal line, straight up the middle. And now Old Dominion, who was in this game to start the fourth quarter, and they really have to regroup. It just seems like the air has been deflated out of the Monarchs sideline, and it's up to their quarterback Hayden Wolf and this offense, who has shown the ability for the big play to try to get one here.
I think at some point you've got to get your tight end involved. Kuntz, no catches on the day. You've got to bring somebody else in besides Jennings, because he's done it all for the Monarchs.
There's a good look at Zach Kuntz, one of the top tight ends in the country. 73 catches a year ago. That was second best among the tight end personnel. Now stepping up in the pocket is Wolf, and it goes whizzing right through the arms of Javon Harvey. Looked like there was a hold in the backfield as well. And it's going bad to worse real quickly for Old Dominion.
Holding. Offense. Number 79. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Leroy Thomas, he played more snaps than anybody a year ago on the offensive line. He was the nominee for the Bolesworth Award, given to the top walk-on nationally. That's how he started his career in Norfolk. Earned a scholarship just before the start of the season, and they are really high on him, the redshirt junior. At that time, he got caught trying to slow down the speed of these Pirate rushers. 1st and 20. That time a nice pocket forms over the middle. Bly is destroyed. Miles Berry came flying in with the hit.
He's physical. He's a leader for this defense with his recognition skills. The ball's over the middle. He goes and hunts it down.
Berry had 6 tackles. Last week he had a key forced fumble late. He comes on a blitz here, nearly gets the sack. In fact, he ends up on top of the quarterback, but that was Elijah Morris who lassoed him down initially.
Morris, a sophomore from Fayetteville, initially a walk-on, grown into one of the leaders on the defense. So solid, quick first step. 6 feet tall, but he gets underneath the pad level, the extra effort along with Berry to make the play.
Not the record 51,000 we heard last week, but they are noisy tonight, and it's going to get even noisier. Down goes Wolf again. It's Morris.
His defensive line's taking over. Wolf has nowhere to go with the ball. Continued pressure coming around the edge. Mims and Morris, along with Lewis up the middle. The energy that they're bringing, taking over in the fourth quarter. This is what the coaches preach. Win the end of the ball game. The offense and defense has done the job, especially in the trenches.
Boy, they nearly got to the punt. Kick is away. Bounce near midfield. Takes an Old Dominion roll. What a series for Elijah Morris. Back-to-back sacks for the Pirates. In control late here in Greenville.
Need some help?
Yes.
If you need it, we have it. QT, more than a gas station.
Being the best takes hard work. It takes early mornings, planning, precision, sweat, sacrifice, and teamwork. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in their game. Old Dominion Freight Line, helping the world keep promises.
We're Carvana, the company who invented car vending machines and buying a car 100% online. Now we've created a brand new way for you to sell your car. Whether it's a year old or a few years old, we want to buy your car. So go to Carvana, enter your license plate, answer a few questions, and our techno wizardry calculates your car's value and gives you a real offer in seconds. When you're ready, we'll come to you, pay you on the spot, and pick up your car. That's it. So ditch the old way of selling your car and say hello to the new way at Carvana.
Well, what knocks off number 5 Notre Dame to 14 teams this year, 4 new additions. Marshall, Old Dominion, Southern Miss, all coming in from Conference USA. Mike Houston's former team,
Prior to the
James
snap,
Madison.
False start, offense number 4, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
James Madison from the Colonial. They are ineligible for conference championship and bowl games this year due to the transition, but what a start for the Sun Belt, but not the case tonight in American country. This fourth quarter, East Carolina making sure no upset happening.
They've taken control in the second half. The time of possession factor, we saw it play out in favor of the Pirates and taking control of the ball game, winning up front, the defense taking over. I mean, this has been a complete, to this point, complete domination here in the second half.
After the penalty on first down, they hand the ball off to Mitchell. Brought down by Chaz Wallace. I like Wallace. This is a guy that is one of the main reserves for the second straight year. Really came on toward the end of the season last year. Had 4 tackles in the bowl game against Tulsa. Second and 14. Ehlers with a safe throw. Ryan Jones, room to run, still on his feet. And is finally brought down at the 36-yard line, but that will move the sticks as the Ehlers-Jones connection reels in one more.
And Ehlers has mixed the ball around to the wideouts and also the tight ends. Jones and Calhoun, 5 combined catches. It makes it so tough for the defense when you've got the ball going out wide, in the middle as well. Nice job with the variety of play calls.
First down give, and it doesn't take much. A little daylight opens up for Mitchell, and he will take it to the 21. 14 more yards on first down.
Now for East Carolina, only 49 rushing yards in the first half. They're having some troubles in pass protection. The offensive line has settled in. Parker Moore has moved into the right tackle position. In the second half, he's paved the path. That adjustment, inserting him into the lineup, has really helped along with wearing down the defense.
Yeah, Noah Henderson started the game at right tackle, and now it's Moore, the transfer from West Virginia, anchoring the right side. Play fake by Ehlers. He'll float toward the near sideline. Ball deflected up in the air, and it sails out of bounds. They take a look at this Old Dominion team, and they make the transition from Conference USA into the Sun Belt. They're excited for it. Coach Ronnie told us they're going to cut their travel pretty much in half. 1,000 miles was their average trip in Conference USA. That's been cut down to 500. But what he is so amped up about is you get more of the regional rivalries and a passion for the fan base to follow this team again.
It matters for the players. You want to be going against team that the game means more. Even though East Carolina isn't in the same conference, this game means more. These guys are from the same region. A lot of relationships between the coaching staffs and the players. Those are the type of games you want to play in, bigger games, and they're excited about their move to the Sun Belt. That's a very deep league.
Holding. Offense, number 70. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
This run coming back, Justin Red. And when you look at this Old Dominion schedule this year, for the first time, they are really going to have a chance to win the state championship, if you will. They already have Virginia Tech check marked off. They travel to Charlottesville next week. They play Liberty on October 1st and then James Madison on November 12th. It's the Virginia circuit this year for ODU.
You usually don't get a checklist. You maybe only get one or two of those teams. They've got them all lined up, and the opportunity is there after the initial first victory.
Throw and catch, nets 12 yards to the 19. Another tackle for Henderson. Another catch for Jalen Johnson. I believe that's 14 tackles tonight for Henderson, fresh off that 18-tackle game last week.
He's been all over the field. He's a force on the defensive side for East Carolina. This is an Old Dominion team that's won 6 out of their last 7 ball games. And they've really taken control of the ball game inside of the red zone again, looking to score.
Baylor's using a lot of his play clock. Straight drop on third down, dancing around, fires toward the far side. Pass is caught. That's Rajay Harris. They've looked at him a few times out of the backfield. It'll set up a fourth down, and out comes the kicking unit and Owen Daffer. Daffer connected from 22 yards earlier tonight. This one from 32. Was so solid a year ago in his freshman campaign. Has had a couple of point afters blocked. Good snap, placement down. The kick kind of knuckleballs its way through, but it sneaks in the left upright. It wasn't pretty, but Daffer gets it to go through. And East Carolina ups the ante, but there is a late flag down, so let's hold on for just a moment. A flag thrown late at the line of scrimmage.
The try for a point was good. After the try for a point, unsportsmanlike conduct, receiving team number 9 for pulling a player off a pile. 15-yard penalty be assessed on the kickoff. That's number 9's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game. Timeout on the field.
Marcus Haynes with the unsportsmanlike conduct. Mike Houston maybe sensing his kicker, picking up that confidence he had a year ago.
Bravo!
For buying a treadmill?
You use the Quicksilver card from Capital One. It's simple, with no annual fee and unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere. That makes you the hero of every purchase.
Yeah.
And heroes don't take the stairs.
Is this a parachute?
Ah! Ah! What's in your wallet?
are 5 reasons you'll love every plate. Number 1, our meals are up to 56% cheaper than other meal kits. Number 2, our recipes come together in around 30 minutes or less. Number 3, we've got options. Choose recipes from our rotating weekly menu, plus swap proteins, veggies, and sides. Number 4, people like us, like really like us. Number 5, did we mention we're giving you a discount?
Was not in at mid.
In the coach, it's evident today.
Couple of field goals tonight for Daffer, 22 and 32 yards. And East Carolina has rattled off 23 unanswered points. They have broke open a close game at one time as Blake Watson spinning, running hard into the secondary. Just the 4th carry tonight for Watson. And rushing yards have been tough to come by for Old Dominion. They are in the negative department tonight, and East Carolina chasing a little bit of history. Prior to that last carry, ODU with a negative 19 yards. As Wolf throws and it is caught up-ended low. Making the catch was Jordan Bly. So you take a look at the fewest rushing yards by an opponent. You go back to 1973. That's before your time, Jay, right?
Yeah.
You weren't on that Pirate team.
Long a time before.
Minus 12 yards, Davidson. Tonight, a minus 7 for Old Dominion. Second down, Watson gets to the outside, and he's into the second wave, up to the 40, tackled at the 34-yard line. Good job there by Blake Watson as ODU crosses into the plus side, both in the statistical category above 0 yards and also on the field of possession.
Old Dominion, in their future games, are going to have to find a way to get him more involved in the offense, especially in the first quarter. Only 5 carries, and I know this ball game's gotten away from them, but he's got to be one of the main pieces of the game plan.
Wolf on the corner route. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. He had time to throw, and it's a hat trick for Ali Jennings. He has number 3. Man, what a weapon.
He's been involved from the start of the ball game. It's a corner route. And Wolf moving up in the pocket, facing pressure from Lampley. Hitting Jennings in stride, perfect ball. That was a nice job mixing in Watson and then going through the air to get a touchdown.
Ali Jennings, 8 catches, 196 yards tonight. Keep in mind, he had a monster game against Charlotte earlier in his career. In fact, last year, he had 9 catches for 252 yards and 3 touchdowns. So still a little more than 4.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. He might be chasing in on the record books for himself. What a night for Jennings and the connection. But will it be a little too late for Old Dominion?
No, they've just been too one-dimensional on the offense side, and that's a credit to East Carolina. They're taking away the run.
Don't forget, next Saturday, it's another exciting lineup of American Athletic Conference games here on the ESPN family of networks. It all starts 12 noon Eastern on ESPNU. Cincinnati hosts Miami of Ohio. Then Temple takes on Rutgers. That's 2 o'clock Eastern on ESPN+. And then we close out the day, 25th ranked Houston hosting Kansas at 4 o'clock Eastern on ESPNU. You saw that KU team last week, and tonight a big road test as they open up Big 12 play against West Virginia.
They're much improved from previous seasons. Lance Leipold came in last year, but it was late, not until the summer. And they've really shown a lot with recruiting, player development. They're a much different Kansas team.
Let's see what Old Dominion does here. They have their hands unit out on the field. Ethan Sanchez lines it up, bouncing kick, and it's scooped up by the Pirate.
And the onside kick is fielded by the Pirates, number 67, for the hands team, Jeremy Lewis.
Jeremy Lewis, who actually had to change his number because they have a couple of 11s on the hands unit. So Lewis, who's been a stalwart defensively tonight, you see the unnamed jersey, and that's why they made that jersey for this specific moment.
And it was Jaira Wilson coming over to help him up, number 50. He's usually number 6. And here they go, taking off their old number.
Quick jersey swap. Where's the equipment trainer? Come on. There he goes. Ta-da!
There's the old number 5.
So East Carolina will take over now at the 44-yard line on first down. Little trap block thrown. Harris trying to follow his big offensive lineman. That's Justin Red. Just hidden behind number 70. And you love to see that with the running back and the lineman. Anytime you get a lineman downfield 5 to 10 yards blocking, nobody more appreciative than the running back.
And Red's helmet, the paint's coming off. That means he's been battling up front. Because he's been physical tonight. It's all Miak, offensive lineman of the year last year at Norfolk State. Huge addition from the transfer portal.
Charles Scott, one of the assistant coaches in charge of the tight ends this year. He was a coach at Norfolk State. Some connections on the ECU staff. And they brought in a good one in Justin Red. You know, coming into this season, Mike Houston at the American Athletic Media Day talked about there were really 2 position groups he thought he had to hit the transfer portal. That was the offensive line and the wide receiver group. They lost Tyler Snead from a year ago to the NFL draft. And he found some pretty big names and home run hitters in the receiving department, and it looks like he struck gold on the offensive line as well.
Yeah, he had some holes he had to fill, and he went ahead and hit on playmakers. Johnson, Winstead out of the wide receiver position, depth on the O-line. But with Red coming into the program, he's been a huge addition to solidify the left side.
Third down for Ehlers, and he is going to launch downfield. Jump ball. They were looking for Winstead. Good defense by Trey Hawkins. He's been busy tonight. You know, and keep in mind, there's no Bailey Milokovic tonight. He is out. Personal reasons, and that's a guy that beefed up about 30 pounds this offseason. And hopefully, we shouldn't say once, but hopefully if he can get back into the mix, going through some tough times, personal reasons, he could add even more depth to this offensive line. Punt spiraling toward the end zone, and the cover unit unable to keep it out. So a touchback for Old Dominion with 3:01 to go here in the fourth quarter, and Pirates trying to get to 1-1 early on this season.
On the response from East Carolina after the tough outcome from the NC State game, a lot of great things they showed on film in the ball game. They refocused, they got after it, and they came out here today motivated and showing that, hey, listen, we want to get that bad taste out of our mouth.
First down throw is knocked right back at the quarterback as Chad Stevens is able to deflect the ball.
Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. Second down.
Stevens a little slow to get up. Yeah, again, in case you're just joining us, this was an offense for East Carolina in the first quarter. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive early. They took it 17 plays, 70 yards, 9 plays, 62 yards. They have just had some monster drives tonight. They have dominated the time of possession. And like you mentioned earlier, it's been a balanced attack. Second down and 10 for Wolf. And this one goes through the fingertips of Bly.
Pass is going to be number 1, Jordan Bly. Foul is incomplete.
Rocky Ronnie has certainly got Old Dominion football back on the map. He took this program over after the Monarchs went 1-11 in 2019. Bobby Wilder, who just meant so much to this Monarch program, stepped aside. He took over in 2020. ODU, one of 3 teams to not play football that year. They made the decision. They opted out. So he had to spend a year just on the recruiting trail watching. And boy, ever since last year, started 1-6, won 5 in a row to qualify for the Bowls, loses to Tulsa in the bowl game. Started this year with a win against Virginia Tech. Ronnie has this program going in the right direction.
There's belief within the program. There's talented players, and you can see the recruiting efforts and the development is paying off. Last week against Virginia Tech, they didn't even play their best football, and they still beat their rival ACC opponent. Coming into today's ball game, they had a lot of areas they wanted to fix, and East Carolina has just had the upper hand, but you can see talent, especially with Jennings. Wolf has been very capable. Kuntz hasn't gotten involved, but on the defensive side, there's playmakers littered throughout all 3 levels.
You take a look at this offense for Old Dominion as they will move into Charlottesville next week to take on another powerful team in Virginia. 2 things that are going to be on the priority list. They have to find a way to get Blake Watson some touches running the football, and then the other part of that, through the air, they must get Zach Kuntz going.
You've got 3 main guys, and only one had a night tonight. The other 2 have been quiet, and that's a credit to East Carolina. They took them away, but Jennings is special.
First charge timeout, East Carolina. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Timeout taken by the Pirates. So Ehlers threw the football 41 times last week. Tonight, 25 of 39. He's cut down on the mistakes, though. He had the 2 interceptions. He's not thrown a pick, a couple of touchdown passes. He's carried the ball 9 times. He's been sacked, though, 4 times. So another typical night for Holton Ehlers leading this offense.
0 interceptions is the important stat. Protecting the football, he's efficient. He distributed the football to all his playmakers, getting the tight ends involved, the wide receivers. In the second half, the running game took over, and they could take some shots through the air with play-action passes.
Alex Flynn has checked into the game. Flynn, the sophomore out of Fletcher, North Carolina, A.C. Reynolds High School. And Flynn on first down will hand the ball off. This is Marlon Gunn. They have a lot of good things to say about this freshman. Mainly his speed, recruited out of the state of Louisiana. But, Jay, you look at Alex Flynn. He was the guy who they brought in last week when Ehlers got dinged up for a play. Mason Garcia listed as the number 2 quarterback, but they're watching him carefully to preserve and protect a redshirt.
And they have a deep quarterback room. You've got your senior in Ehlers, and then 2 guys behind him that they feel very good about their development, how much they've progressed. And with Flynn coming in the ballgame, he's going to gain more experience, and you've got Garcia over on the side preserving the red shirt, but a very talented young player.
Gunn trying to get to the outside is chased down. Marlon Gunn, highly recruited out of Louisiana. His quickness allowed him to really win the 3rd-string job behind Mitchell and Harris, and he knew he wasn't going to get a lot of touches when you're behind those types of guys, but boy, the future, he certainly is going to be the one that they're hoping can carry the torch.
He's just another guy in the backfield that has that quickness, and he's very similar to what Rajay Harris has with his power, and then also similar to the speed of Mitchell, so he's a combination of both guys.
Approaching 1 minute to go here in the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 10. They will hand it off to Gunn, his 3rd straight carry, and we might get to see some of the speed as he cuts all the way across the field, has a downfield block, and it's Flynn, the quarterback, leading the way. Gunn corralled, but not before he gets to the 3-yard line. How about the quarterback, Alex Flynn, 20-25 yards downfield.
Yeah, he's blocking for his teammate. Good job by Flynn, giving him some extra room. And then here's the talent. It's evident, but I love the vision. You usually don't want to go backwards, but the freshman says, hey, I can make it around the edge. King setting a block, Flynn getting in the way, helping out Gunn almost get his first career touchdown.
Pirate Nation, the Boneyard, they've been some brave souls tonight. This was not an easy night to be a spectator. We had heavy rain throughout a good chunk of the day, but this loyal fan base in Greenville, they weren't going to miss their beloved Pirates tonight. And on a soggy Saturday, East Carolina bounces back from their Week 1 loss. They open the year with 4 straight home games. And the Pirates prevail tonight, 39-21.
Mike Houston has to love the response from his team. How his team came out, competed tonight, took over in the second half, and in the fourth quarter, they won the ball game with their conditioning. Their offense and defense played fast. They were physical all night long, very disciplined, and they beat a good Old Dominion team.
Ehlers throws for 270. Mitchell runs for 160. 81 of those yards coming on the long touchdown run in the second half. A couple of touchdowns for Rajay Harris, 1 running, 1 in the receiving department. And then the transfers, both Johnson and Winstead, they combined for 14 catches tonight. So this is the balance that had all